Welcome back, everybody. I'm AmiPolizeiFunk. I'm your host for tonight. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. We have almost 2K viewers. It's getting fun. Ciez, we had a rough start today. We had the most peculiar winners bracket finals that you'll ever hear about. It was like a 2-0 in 17 minutes or so. Yeah. Aimstrong is already through to the grand finals. OMG Pop awaits the winner of the whole lower bracket and the losers bracket finals. Both of those series will be tomorrow. We're gonna have a best of 3 losers bracket finals starting at 1600 GMT. That's 6 p.m. in Europe. And then we're gonna have the finals at 8 p.m. in Europe. That's gonna be a best of 5. That's gonna be hot because for the first time we're actually gonna change maps mid-match, because we'll play the first 2 maps on, they'll still go through the veto process, but we'll play the first 2 games on one map, and then we'll move for matches games 3 and 4. And then, if necessary, Game 5 would be on a 3rd map. So that's always fun to see how these guys approach different places. Ciez, it's time to find out if Vindicare can close out Paul. He's up 2-1, and now we're going to see Vindicare's OKV, which is to be feared.
Yes. Well, is it to be feared? I don't know. Probably. Maybe.
It got him this far.
That's true, yeah. Has he played? I don't think he's played Ost at all in the tournament, right?
I can't remember it. I mean, we haven't seen all of his games. We were following, Cruzy and Korean Army and Aimstrong, so. But I've seen some of his Ost games, and they're strong. Oberkommando West. I live in Berlin, Pyre Kiest. I'm American, though. I grew up in Los Angeles. I've lived in Chicago, New York. I've lived all over the place. But we got the intercontinental represent here. Ciez, South Carolina.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Carolina.
And here we have Deutschland. So, all right, guys, these guys are at 5. Without Vici. Let's roll. Let's see. My overlay's tight, right? Everything's good. Everything's in order. Ciez and I are ready. The games. Linsky, thank you for that. Listen to what you guys are hearing right now. That's the Operation Charlie Fox soundtrack that was composed by our friend Linsky. Thank you very much, Linsky, for that. Original music just for us. We're paused at 5. Ciez, we're going to unpause in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Also, real quick, before we get into the game, I think most people in chat know by now, but I wanted to make sure everybody did. Devem officially moved on. He 2-0'd Lovenest. So Lovenest is out. So we're going to cast. Whoever wins this series has to face Devem. That'll be our next best of 3 and the last best of 3 of the day.
Oh, Stefan. I'm sad for my friend. Stefan had visited me twice within the past couple months. We were just drinking in a Berlin bar just a few weeks ago, and he had high hopes to go the distance in this tournament. So it's sad for me to see his run come to an end, and I never got to cast a single one of his games either. Oh, well.
Yeah, I think he was probably the crowd favorite, right? Like most people, I think, on the thing voted that they wanted him to win. So
yeah, in the vote with your heart.
Everybody.
Poll.
Yeah, everybody loses, though. Nobody's unbeatable. Anybody can have a good day. Anybody can have a bad day. There's a beauty of seeing these top players that are all just so good.
I wonder how the games went versus Devem, if he gave him a good fight or if it was the typical Devem, like, early blowout. Devem's such an aggressive, high-risk player, high reward, that, his games, he either wins them or loses them in 20 minutes, it seems. Have you ever seen a long Devem game? I don't think I ever have, not one.
I think Lovenest drug game 2 out pretty far. That's what it sounds like. But anyways, we can find out. Maybe somebody can PM us on Steam. We have Paul opening only 2 cons into a second engineer this time, and he hasn't picked. Normally you see Paul pick armored assault right off the bat. He hasn't picked anything yet. So that's a little bit curious. Maybe Paul's gonna do something different on this map.
So 420. That's the Allied win.
That's the magic number.
So Paul has to be very wary of victory points, and he's about to start draining right off the bat as these Shrimp Pianeta raise the center VP. And, this is something that I would expect Vindicare to be very conscious of. He has a lot of tournament experience. He comes out of the Dawn of War scene. He actually won a bunch of tournaments in Dawn of War before he moved over to Company of Heroes 2.
Yeah, and I really hope Relic makes Dawn of War 3 one of these days, because I kind of missed out on Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2.
Don't we all think they're working on it right now? At least I do.
So after Co2 goes esports, so we'll have an awesome super grand final $1 million tournament in Vancouver that is cast by you and me. Then they can release Dawn of War 3 right after that.
A man can dream.
Well, yeah, right on the heels of that, they released Dawn of War 3, and then everyone is super hyped about Relic, and it's just awesome, right? Dawn of War 3 just starts as an esport off the back of Co2.
What a dreamer.
There you go. That's the dream. Vindy planning really early mines right here, probably because he knows Paul loves Tier 1, loves getting the Flamer M3, and it's very likely that the Flamer M3 is going to drive right into that mine by the middle VP. And yeah, here comes the Flamer M3 right now. Shoot it up.
Sure enough, M3 on the way. Yeah, if these guys have been paying attention to these streams or looking at each other's replays, they should have a pretty good idea of one another's playstyle. And then, then the tournament, there's this whole, inside the tournament meta where you try to outgame your opponent, and you have to be able to work various strategies. Because if you only play one strat, it just allows your opponent to prepare against it.
Yeah, definitely. And Vindy is very, very careful with his Stern Pile Micro. I'm a huge fan of that. I don't think his Stern Pile's even taking damage, or maybe a very, very little bit. He came around the corner a second ago, saw 3 squads there, soft pedaled away into the behind some bushes. And that's a sign of a very good OKW player. Some people just kind of run their Stern Piles in by themselves. They get them torn up, bleed a lot, and it doesn't work out. But here, just picking up more picking up more kills, conserving them for later.
Okay, the M3 is all loaded full of Flamer combat engineers. This is what we affectionately call the pop car, as OMG Pop pioneered this usage of this unit combination in the early Company of Heroes 2 beta. Let's see how Paul can work the combination.
And Vindy's instantly responding with a Raketten, queuing that up right away. And Paul's not being too aggressive. Maybe he knows Vindy's a big fan of early mines, even as OKW. And all of Vindy's units pretty much are back in his base right now. Should give Paul an opportunity to pick up the mid VP and probably even harass Vindy's fuel and take that for himself.
When you pop early Flamers like that, you can't afford early sweepers. It's one or the other, you can't afford both. This is early game ammunition. Usually you spend the whole 60 that you've got, and then you're all out. Now he's built another pool of ammo. Perhaps he could consider putting sweepers on his other engineer squad.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Paul pretty much always gets his sweepers up, relatively early.
Yeah, and I'm just so impressed by how he's used them, really, in all the games that we've casted of his. And he, he's so ballsy with them. Even in the midst of tanks and tons of infantry and support weapons, the sweepers, this little engineer squad or pioneer squad will always lead the way. They'll always just go running out there first into all that fire, and it's just so impressive how he can scout out mines and then bring the rest of his infantry and tanks in and still keep the squad alive.
Except for last game where he parked on a mine that he had revealed.
But even the fact that he discovered it before the Tiger hit it was pretty amazing.
Exactly. That's true. It's very well done, for sure. Big fight in the left side. Vindy trying to reclaim his own fuel, and meanwhile Paul's just preventing Vindy from harassing on the right with the mobility of that Flamer M3.
Uh-oh. What? How did they miss the mine? Now he hits it.
There we go.
At least the Flamers were out.
Yeah, that's pretty lucky of him.
Can he not attack that building through the hedgerow while he's in the M3? Is that why he got out?
I believe that is correct. Yeah, I don't think you can order any... I'm pretty sure any squad that's in the M3, you can't tell them what to attack. They just shoot at stuff.
Well, that worked out. That saved some combat engineer lives.
Yeah. Still a good, good victory for Vindy, though. That mine did exactly what he wanted to do, and that's just to go ahead and counter that M3. So he doesn't have to worry about that running around anymore. So that headache is taken care of, and he's bringing in an ISG. Already picks up Panzer Fusiliers, so this breakthrough doctrine. I think we're going to see a bunch of Fusiliers running around.
May I do the honors?
Sure.
All right. It's we're gonna name this guy after Zaitsev, the most famous Stalingrad sniper. So the lead shooter here is Vasily, and his spotter is gonna be called Mikhail.
All right. Vasily and Mikhail.
That's good, right? Quality names from AmiPolizeiFunk. Thank you very kindly.
I like it. I like it. These Fusiliers just backpedaling away from the sniper perfectly. Doesn't want to take any bleed. Wow, the Fusiliers are at 2 kills. Oh, not bad. Fusiliers are quite great combat units.
Okay, Vindy's gonna have to give away the center VP as Paul pushes in with Vasily and Mikhail. Leichtes Infanteriegeschütz is firing, annoying anything that tries to cap in the center, suppressing them. Yeah. Perhaps now
picks up 2 kills as well already.
I'm just waiting for that pin and prevent him from capping, but nicely dodged by Paul. He moves to the other part of the circle, so he'll probably be able to finish raising the flag. Meanwhile, conscripts are leading for the snipers.
Oh, there's a really low health Volk over on the left fighting some cons in range of a sniper. And more instead.
So he was microing on the left, I guess, and he lost that Volk squad just needlessly?
Yeah, I think he was going for the cutoff on the right and microing a little bit in the mid.
He moved. I was wondering why he moved the Raketenwerfer so far to the corner for capping power.
Yeah, he just wants to cap the field with it. I mean, there's nothing else for it to do right now. Right? There's no vehicles in the field. Although now, actually, I take that back.
Ooh,
M17 is about to pop.
The Lend-Lease M5 upgrading to quad. There it is. The quad gun pops. And that's called the Kraut Mower. But look at, we have a Shrek in the face.
Oh, the rack misses, though. It's unfortunate for Vindy.
Man, that M17 just darted out. I thought that perhaps he was going to bite the dust, but looks like he'll be able to run off to safety. There's some conscripts that kind of just sacrifice themselves to provide a little buffer. He's moving over towards his combat engineers, but he's being greedy. He wants to keep fighting, surprisingly enough. Paul does have a bunch of stuff around there, although I wonder why the snipers retreated. I guess they felt the Fusiliers the Fusiliers were closing too close.
Yeah, the Fusiliers were pretty close. They actually started shooting at Vasily and Mikhail, so I guess they decided just to peace out. And Paul picks up shock rifle front line. I believe he just selected that, so we'll see some KB8s, some IS-2s.
Or just lots of KB8s a la Barton.
Yeah, yeah. Now Paul really loves the IS-2 though, so I think there's a good chance that we're going to see both.
Those were great games between Paul and Barton. They're still like burned into my memory.
Yeah, the Panther like dying as it took out the KVA and those moments like
that first Panther was so awesome and ballsy and just darted right in there and stuck those KV8s down. It was just exactly what he needed. Man, the LEIG has some sick range.
Yeah, and it's not even Vet 1 yet. It's almost Vet 1 though. Vindy puts up a mine in mid, probably hoping to catch the M17. He's actually just finished teching Tier 4. I really thought he was going to pick up a Jagdpanzer 4 before choosing to tech. Maybe he just wants to go for a P4? Like the OKW P4 that comes with the skirts is really great. And these Fusiliers on the right getting really chased down by that M17.
Yeah, I wonder how far he'll go. I mean, he knows there's got to be a Raketenwerfer waiting for him somewhere. He might get the wipe if he still goes for it, but he's having a little bit of pathing problems, figuring out how to get back on the road, and so those Fusiliers will escape. Here comes the anti-vehicle crew. The Raketenwerfer shoots right into the ground. And these mines have been lit up, so Paul knows about them. They've been discovered. Who did we watch? Didn't we watch Aimstrong in that first game against Korean Army? Like, he knew mines were there and he walked a huge, valuable unit right into it. You remember that?
Yeah, yesterday? I think so.
That was so out of character for him.
Yeah, he lit up the mine and I think he drove a tank into it later on, right?
He did, like just a few minutes later. He totally forgot it was there. It was like a whole different Aimstrong. But since then, nobody has beaten him.
Yeah, and Korean Army's been the man that's able to do it. So far, Vindy's been spending all his muni on Shreks and mine, so things are going to get a lot tougher for Paul once Vindy's able to put G43s on all of his Fusiliers.
Does he have 2 LEIGs?
The ISG just killed a sniper or something, right?
Wait, where?
Paul's sniper's dead. Vasily and Mikhail are dead.
What? No.
Rest in peace.
I was trying to follow those shots.
Yeah, I wasn't paying that much attention to it because I was like, yeah, you know, ISG's just shooting stuff, and then I hear that, you know, they say their little death, you know, like they have that thing they say when they kill a squad. Now there's no sniper. That's a really very, very big pickup for Vindicare.
Sure is. I thought there were two of them. They were firing so often.
No, it's just one. He has one Geschütz and one Raketen. He could afford a second one if he wants. I mean, I think on this map especially, I think it'd be very, very worth his investment to get a second one. You can pick up an ISG and then wait just a little bit, pick up a Panzer IV. You should be in pretty good shape. Oh, Khan, retreating Khan almost gets wiped by a mine. Paul's setting up a demo in mid though. Does
I'm watching the Rakettenwerfer for the M17. I'm glad you're telling us what's going on over there because the Rakettenwerfer just killed the quad.
That's huge. Vindy's playing so well right now. I think he even caught the demo in mid. I think he caught the engineers as they were finishing it because he backpedals away from that mid VP.
Nice.
Yeah, he's researching sweepers right now. Probably going to send them mid, or he could even just barrage it with his infantry gun.
And he does have his tier 4 up. The Schwer Panzer headquarters is parked.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's probably going to pick up a Panzer IV very, very soon. There's only a little bit of fuel off of it. 20 fuel off.
He's going to bypass the looks altogether.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need it at this point. So he knows probably that he's going to be facing down a KV-8 within the next minute or two. So the Panzer IV should provide very good relief from that. I mean, he has 2 Shreks, plus the Raketen, plus the P4, and Paul doesn't even have an AT gun at this point. Yeah, he goes ahead and clears that demo in mid with the sweeper, pushes up his... I don't know why he's pushing up his Raketen there. They're going to run into some shocks. Might lose the Raketen.
I know. What's up, man? These things, I swear, you can just close in on them and they still get away.
Yeah. Well, they don't have the green covered gun shield. Oh man, the ISG's up to Vet 2 now. His range is enormous from Vet 1.
Check out the VP harassment from Vindicare with sweepers.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, he saw a demo on one VP. You gotta think there might be a demo on a second VP.
And look at that. They just white it, and then the shocks appear. Now it's time to leave. Job's done.
Also, meanwhile, he's pulling a cutoff movie. Wow, he calls in... I haven't seen this in a 1v1 in forever. He actually calls in a Sturm officer to give his folks combat buffs. And Vindy does not care about playing.
You want to see the coolest
standard
uniforms in the game? Look at these things, man. Look at the camo on these guys. They won't stay still.
That's Vindy's sign to bring in a P4. So Vindy, I think, unless he loses a whole lot to this KV-8 before the P4 hits, I think he's going to be in a good... Oh, Vindy, don't go for the 18 aid. You're going to lose those. Don't do it. Oh, man. He's probably going to lose a squad for that.
Squad.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, too, it can't even engine damage that because it's too high health. You know, you have to be below, was it 75%? Oh, there it goes. Rest in peace, Fusiliers. Oh, he's probably gonna lose the ISG now too. No, Paul's not going for it. Oh no, Paul's walking into his own flames. In mid.
Yeah, I see that.
He lost the squad to his own flames.
He lost the squad too.
Yeah, he lost his flamer engineers to his own flames.
Oh my God, this KV-8 is on a...
The KV-8 has 10 friendlies killed. 4 enemies killed, 10 friendlies.
Wait, no way.
Yeah,
10 friendlies?
Oh
my God.
Mouse over the kill count.
That's more than a squad, man.
So he must have lost a con squad and an engineer squad. That's crazy.
Damn.
Oh, Vindy might lose Vokes and Flames. Whew, they barely escape out of there with a sliver of health. The P4 is on the field now. That should end the KV-8's reign of terror, and Paul is very far away from an IS-2. Vindy's about to set up the triple cap again, it looks like.
The Ausführung Yacht comes pre-made with skirts. That's one of the latest P4s in the game. It's got the full barrel to fight tanks. You know, the P4 was designed originally to be an anti-infantry gun. It had that little snub nose. And then later in the war, they started...
the command P4?
Yeah, later they started equipping it with a full barrel when they realized it could stand up against some light armor.
I feel like Vindy should shoot that tier 2 with his tank and probably his rack.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no reason just to have your P4 sitting there. If you can just gain VAT off of these structures, and if you happen to kill the tier 2, that means no AT guns from Paul.
And Vindy's just exploited his advantage. Paul's totally cut off from the right-hand side. He's only got 2 strap points connected, and Vindy's going to go after those as well.
Yeah, pretty soon he's going to have one, going to be triple capped.
Here comes the Ciez gun.
That'll help Paul, but...
Look at this P4.
Yeah, see, this is what I think you should do. I mean, you just get free vet from this. Maybe you kill the building, maybe you don't. I don't know. Either way, like, might as well shoot it.
The Ciez is set up. Gets a first round in. Second one goes boing off the front armor. And Vindy's got the triple cap. What did we say? 420s at 433,
so if
man.
Paul can, yeah,
by 13
Paul can
Vips.
Drain. Well, Paul has to drain 14 and win.
Oh, and win. Yeah, that's the
right.
problem.
Yeah.
The and win part is a big problem.
So that flamer common engineer that died must have dropped its flamethrower because one of Vindicare's Vokes on the right was running around with the flamethrower.
Okay, Paul's doing what he can to try to put together some combined arms. KB8's going to lead for the Ciez gun, but it just feels like he needs more than that.
P4 set about half,
perfectly set up. Oh, the Rakettenwerfer's getting in so many nice hits.
Yeah, KB8's getting dangerously low, and Vindy has a lot of manpower. I'm surprised he doesn't get more Fusiliers or another Raketten. Uh-oh. Sure. Rack is setting up right in front of the KB8.
Yeah, look at this. Fight to the death. The P4 seemed to miss. He's going to clear the Rakettenwerfer in time. Now, if he can survive and set up the Ciez against the P4, there's a big wallop. KB8 says, I love killing officers and stuff. P4 is going to back out. Well microed by Vindy. He knew that he wasn't going to get the better of that engagement. It somehow all turned against him. Wonder if the Soviets can capture the Pupshin. That would be good. That's exactly what he needs, like a little bit of free extra AT that's retreatable.
Yes, absolutely.
There it is, the capture. Game on. That's a big turn.
Shock's coming in the mid as well, cutting up these Fusiliers. Oh no, his P4 hits his own Vokes and they drop a Shrek!
Okay, you're a few seconds ahead of me.
Okay.
This shock troopers are going to try to capture it. Larceny, now they just need... Oh, they throw around it. They're greedy. They actually almost killed the P4. They do retreat with the Shrek. Just perfect retreat timing from Paul. He actually laid around in. Greedy bugger, and then ran off and got away with it. So Pupshin stolen, Shrek stolen. You know, just when Vindicare looked like he was in complete command, suddenly Paul gets back into this. Let's do a time sync. We're at 21, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay. Yeah, we're good now. I paused myself a little bit as well a second ago. Yeah, Vindy like fell apart a little bit there. That was... He had such a commanding lead, it felt like, and now Paul's right back into this, stealing the Pupchen, stealing the Shrek. Like, that's -2 squads for Vindy, +2 ATs for Paul, and he's desperately needing AT to deal with this P4. Now he can kind of rest on his laurels.
That whole fight, like when the KV-8 came around the house and the Rakettenwerfer was pointing at it, you know, the KV-8 just happened to burst it down before it got to shoot. Had it gotten to shoot, this game might be entirely different. That, you know, that one shot that didn't come off might have made the huge difference. Because the KV-8 probably would have fallen, the P4 could have handled it, and then, you know, having won that fight, then the AT gun would have been victimized by all the infantry that were around. It's just amazing how it can all hang on that on such a slender thread.
A snowball effect.
And now we have a stolen Raketenwerfer and a captured Shrek on a shock trooper squad. That's like days of old when you know, if you give a Shrek like triple vet rifles or commander squad or something like that, that is the kill everything superhero unit.
All these Fusiliers in mid have to treat through so much fire.
They're gonna make it though.
That was really close.
The P4 is fully repaired. The ISG is going to work on that stolen Raketenwerfer, and more team killing happening, I guess. My God, he's got 17 infantry killed and 10. Oh, he's still only got 10 friendlies, although look at all those dead Soviets that burned. I don't know who's to blame for that, but I guess not the KV-8.
Yeah, I'm not sure what could happen to them.
Maybe it was
the
Molotov.
ISG or something.
Molotov. We gotta look for conscripts with kills. Go look through all the conscripts and find me one with four combat engineer kills, friendly kills.
Could have been the ISG maybe.
It was flames. It was flames. All right, guys. These competitors are settling into a nice contest. Vindicare kind of slipped up a bit. He's letting Paul back in.
He just stands in these flames
fast
for so long.
KV-8 is burning these 4-vet Volksgrenadiers. Two Pooptions setting up on it though. He's down low, damaged engine. This might be it. Let's see if the P4 gets chased. He's not giving chase. He doesn't look like the looks of the Zisk gun, although it's just one Zisk gun. I mean, if you rushed everything forward, the infantry could clear the Zisk. The anti-tank could probably chase down that KV-8, but it's not going to happen. Paul unlaunches everything he has, just some area denial incendiary off-map to sort of prevent infantry from pushing forward. Now finally his conscripts come to the rescue and they're able to protect this gun, but the P4 is still going for it. He meets a brand spanking new KV-8 and suddenly doesn't like this anymore. These are not the droids you're looking for. He wanted the other. Where'd that other one go? He was looking. That's the one he wanted.
Oh no, he's giving the KV-8 the rear armor for so long. The recruit Pupchen's there. These concentrating an 18-8 in for sure.
Paul knows how to switch guns! This little stolen Raketenwerfer, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What a huge swing that was on the right. A huge swing. It all happened with that crazy drama with the KV-8 kiting around the houses, the P4 and the Raketenwerfer trying to kill it, them failing to kill it. It's surviving amazingly. I mean, look at this thing now with 23 kills, 10 friendlies, 33 total.
Yeah, that too.
And then, you know, captured Raketenwerfer that winds up killing the P4.
See, Vindy actually, he had Fusiliers right next to that Pupchen that Paul ended up picking back up to kill the P4. I think he should have picked it up with his Fusiliers and then just ran home and had 3 Raketens and then just got like a KT or something. Just camp on 3 AT guns.
The retreat mechanic on the Raketenwerfer has really changed Company of Heroes too. You know, never before could you like grab an AT gun and run away.
Vindy just keeps like trying to snare these KV-8s, just standing in fire for days.
What am I watching? So much stuff's going on. The 2 Raketenwerfers are torched. Incendiary doesn't really hit much. Crazy that this shreked up Gren squad has flames. You can see the one dude with the tanks on his back.
I wonder why Vindy doesn't get a Panther. He has the resources for it.
Do you think that Paul is like instantly employing tactics that he learned while fighting against Spartan?
He might be, yeah.
Because look how he rushes the KV in, sticks a bunch of stuff, and then rushes it back out again, which is exactly what Barton was doing to him. Paul's building his own little AT wall. Vindy's going to try to capture the Raketenwerfer. He gets on it, but there's a KV-8 there to just burn him to a crisp.
He has to retreat it instantly.
This has been a great game, Ciez. I'm enjoying this. Look, he tries to grab it again and burns to a crisp.
I wonder why he keeps trying to grab it while there's fire on there.
Well, he was hoping it's dissipated by then, you know. But
what if he's going for
the little thoughts on the ground that got him?
Could he be going for a Yog Tiger?
You tell me.
I mean, I guess he could. Like, why?
He's got access to everything. He can afford everything. I don't know what he's waiting for.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
That would be sick, man. Dude, Ciez, if we see a freaking Jagdtiger, I mean, I can't believe the variety of units that we're seeing. You know, people might complain about meta this, OP that, blah, blah. But here we are in day 2 of the main event, and we've seen a vast variety of tanks, infantrymen, support guns, commanders chosen, and that's just the healthiest thing that you could ever ask for from Company of Heroes 2.
Yeah. People sometimes, people might complain right here about, oh, Paul's a spammer, Paul's a blobber or whatever. He has 2 tanks, a machine gun, 2 engineers, frontline infantry, shock infantry, 2 AT guns. Like, he can't really build that much more, right? I guess he could have some indirect fire, but he's built a lot. And the KV8s are flanking around behind. They're probably going to go try and kill this tier 4. He doesn't want to see a Panther.
Look at this push. It's not just the KV8s. It's everything. The Rakettenwerfer, the stolen Rakettenwerfer is there. The shreked up shocks are coming. Oh my god, did you see this coming?
The sweepers are there as well.
What does this look like from
Vindy's
perspective?
At all.
Oh, he sees everything coming. Here it all comes. Hoorah! Vindicare is frantically trying to move to the left. Oh my god, it's a swarm. Now the Rakettenwerfer's plugging away at the Panzerschwer headquarters. Down it goes. Pop. Out. It's out. He's done it.
That's a big hit because now Paul can harass that VP and the fuel on Vindy's side, whereas before the tier 4 was really locking down that section of the map. And look at this late game Maxim just to cover the mid VP. That's very wide.
One
very
fuel,
smart.
man. One fuel. It's unlocked. He's got
Is this
like
happening?
exactly. This is totally happening. Pull the trigger, Vindy. Pull the triggers.
Yeah. You gotta spend that fuel on something.
I'm
can't
sure
get a
he's been
Panther
waiting for it,
P4,
but he's
so-
just busy. He's occupied.
There it is.
All right, you're okay. I'm at 34, 35, 36. Are we good? 37.
I'm at 40.
What in the? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Welcome to the program. Jagdtiger Panzerjäger. Look at this monster in full regalia. Look at this beast. Fixed turret on a Tiger chassis. I don't think, you know, I've observed so many games, Ciez. I don't think I've ever seen a Jagdtiger in a tournament replay. Not once.
So the last time, I remember Jezelin did it against DBMB, or he did it against somebody. Jezelin definitely did it against somebody on Crossing in the Woods. That was the last time I saw it. Maybe the only other time I've seen it in a 1v1 tournament game.
So tell me about this tank.
It's pretty much the biggest, baddest tank destroyer that exists in this game. It has like 1 million frontal armor. It has massive. It'll penetrate every single tank every single time from the front as long as it hits. It has immense range, very low rate of fire, very poor mobility. But the downside is when it takes damage, it actually stuns itself. So if these AT guns can get in range and get some licks in, it might let Paul get the KV8s in behind to try to block it, but I think he's really going to have an IS-2 somehow come from the flank and get behind the JT to kill it.
The JT. What a monster.
It's pretty bad against infantry, though, but...
In Munster, they had a Jagdpanther, which is a very similar looking vehicle, but on a Panther chassis.
It was even bigger than this guy?
It was
No, it was on a
huge.
Tiger chassis, so it can't be bigger.
No, I mean, but it was massive. I mean, it was similarly just gargantuan. I gotta tilt my screen to just see all this. There's so much happening.
This is kind of the longest game of old, where there's just massive amounts of fighting over the middle of the map.
Incendiary, Pipchin retreats, flanking KV8s. They're gonna take out a very forward Pipchin. What was he doing up there? He was completely out of position. The Jagdtiger is gonna go KV8 hunting, but he's
He's
big
gonna
and
drive
slow.
right into AT guns.
Where? Oh, here are the AT guns. What's the fog? Do they see one another?
I'm not sure. He went to attack ground. Paul's going to steal another peak gen.
He is right at the front line. He's going to grab that one, but it's going to be flamed down, and he will not succeed. You can see that these AT guns and the Jagdtiger don't quite see one another. This is such a different game when you pop the Fog of War on, you know? We're so accustomed to watching with the Fog of War off, and that is just not what the players experience at all. I like to turn it on occasionally. So
if Paul can somehow scrape out a win here, he does have faction choice going into game 3. He broke. He's down. You know, Vinny's down to 313 VPs.
Well, that doesn't matter. What matters is the 254 that Paul has. If Paul wins...
Oh wait, you're right. So Vindy does have faction choice. I'm silly.
Yeah, it's okay. We're backing each other up, man. You check me, I check you. We got checks and balances. We're doing well, Ciez. We're doing very well.
Oh, Vindy's putting up a mech HQ and dangerously close to some of Paul's forces. He might spot it.
Trying to get some free reps for the Jagdtiger.
Reps and unlock the KT if he makes it that far. Oh, the Jagdtiger's about to run straight into the KV-8.
Could you imagine if there was a KT and a Jagdtiger in 1-1v1 game? Get the hell out of here. Oh man, for whatever missteps there were on Arnhem earlier today, we are being paid back by the Kotu gods right now.
He's moving his Jagdtiger a lot. I wonder if he knows it can't shoot on the move. Like, it has to be still to shoot.
Look at this collection of AT guns pointing this way and that. So the Jagdtiger seems, I mean, of course he's vet 0 and he's on prioritized vehicles, but he seems a bit inaccurate.
I was taking a lot of damage from these AT guns.
Oh, but they're being
KV-8s
attacked.
are swarming.
These don't want it. Yeah, the KV-8s are there to defend those AT guns, and that's what makes it just such a deadly combination, because no infantry can get in there against the AT guns. And now he's starting to work on the new mechanized. Paul's going to have to work on that attack ground micro, because he's going to want to fire at these KV-8s behind various shacks, houses, and hedgerows. This Flamer Folk Squad is so awesome, right?
Yeah, I've been doing work vet 5 already.
Oh, the mechanized is about to fall. There's a miss from the AT guns. I'm sorry, guys. I got to go full screen. There's just so much to see. The incendiary over here on the right. The KVs are going to back out. And does he have line of sight on mechanized?
He can attack ground it, though.
He doesn't, so it's not quite down yet. I wonder...
Vindy really needs to send his Pios up there to clear out the AT guns.
I wonder if we're going to be able to save this. He's prioritizing repairing the Jagd as opposed to preparing this mechanized that's almost dead.
There it goes.
Man, this is such a wicked squad as well. You know, we've got Volksgrenadiers with flamers. We've got shock troopers with a Shrek. We've really got some versatile infantry. Yeah, again, this theme. Send the Rakettenwerfer to go cap the corner fuel. Oh, and what killed the mechanized?
The Raketten got it. Paul's stolen Raketten got him and retreated away.
What, just like snuck up, like just ran up, shot it, and ran off, and got away with it? Yeah. Okay. 36 minutes in. Look at their neck and neck on VPs.
He's just been moving his Jagdtiger so much and never gets to shoot anything. He's missed like probably 3 or 4 shots that he could have laid in. Paul's getting so close to an IS-2. It's going to be...
Man. They are bringing out all the heavy hitters for Sunday Night Fights. We appreciate it. Kudos to both of you, Paul and Vindicare. You guys are putting on a show. These two KV-8s are in great shape, man. Both of them have double vet. 32 kills and 16 kills. This one here, all we will ever remember about him is the 10 friendlies that he torched on the center VP.
I think he's made up for that mistake quite well.
Yeah, harassing is not really an option. Although, I mean, he did wipe the point, but They both have so many tools to stop harassment. You know, this LEIG is always shooting. It seems like whenever Vindy tries to cap a point, Paul's KV-8 is there to stop him.
Yeah, he has 2 of them, and they're both the Vet 2. They get such a nice speed bonus from that.
These games are so amazing. Like this idea that they have like an army group in one area and then another group in another area. You know, it's so rare that you see games that go this deep, where they have to like split their forces into multiple groups. Look how quickly the KV-8 torched that Raketenwerfer.
Yeah, that was almost instantly. Ooh, one of Vindy's ISGs is Vet 5 now.
And the Jagdtiger's not even in on the action over on the left.
I did get 1 hit in on the KV-8.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah. It's just so hard for him to actually finish off the KV-8s because the Vet 2 they get so speedy, and the JT is, you know, ridiculously slow. The Sturmpionier have been doing a lot of work too, up to Vet 4.
So the attack move against the unmanned Raketenwerfer manages to destroy it. Nobody will be getting that one back. And that's it for that push. It looks like Paul's just going to back away. Vindy's white in the center VP, under the watchful eye of a Maxim. And now, yeah, the KV-8s, man, they covered ground so quickly. 1 second they're in the north, another second they're defending the middle VP.
So Paul making an interesting choice. He's actually calling in a Katusha instead of an IS-2. Maybe he feels like he needs to get the caddy to deal with all of these Raketens everywhere. Oh, on the left, Paul might lose a KV-8. This might be his first tank mistake of the game.
There's a lot of stuff there. Main gun destroyed. And that was the Jagdtiger that got the kill shot.
Yeah, first blood for the Jagdtiger on vehicle lines. He has 1 infantry kill somehow.
Got one.
Vindy's actually barraging Paul's base with his Vet 5 AT gun. He's barraging Paul's HQ.
I mean, his Vet 5 ISG.
Yeah. So here comes the Katusha, lining up to fire probably at Vindy's med truck.
Shoot me in the face. Shoot me in the face, Katya. Right in the face. If he could clear the 5 vet ISG, that would be a win.
Yeah,
the
shock troopers are coming
all
right
over
here.
the place.
These shocks might be able to get it.
They got a lot of work.
Vindy really needs to pass it up. I could have actually got it.
He's trying to figure out where to throw a nade. Now he just retreats. These KV-8s just keep coming forwards and backwards. What's the possible IS-2 status at the moment?
It was like 3 minutes away. Maybe like 2 if he wants to get it. I guess about 2 with his current manpower income, assuming he doesn't reinforce anything. It's like 3 or 4 away if he reinforces stuff with what he has bled out right now.
Man, Vindicare's floating 750 manpower.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he's saving for.
So surely you can't get to Jags.
That is correct,
1.
you cannot.
Yeah.
It's limit 1, yeah. He could get a KT, but he's still, you know, a nice 100
You can get as many
fuel off
KTs
of
as
that.
you can fit, right?
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing. Only 1 Tiger, but hey, 2 or 3 KTs, no problem.
He's still like 10 minutes away from a KT though, assuming current fuel income.
And the wind blowing from the west at 70 miles per hour.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like he should invest in some more Fusiliers. Like, he has plenty of munitions to equip them with G43s, and his off-map's pretty terrible. Oh no,
Another
the
push
awesome
on the
Vogue
top.
squad up top. That's the Flamer Shrek Vet 5 squad. He can't afford to lose that.
That's that awesome squad that kill
and
everything
he
squad. They
drops
drop their
another
flamers
Shrek.
and they drop their Shrek 1-2! Both weapons are on the ground. KV-8 danger low, but out of the range of vision. The cloaked Raketenwerfer trying to go in that direction. You see the Katusha rockets falling in. It looks like the KV-8's going to get away somehow. and these two precious weapons on the floor. The shock trooper squad discovers the Raketenwerfer. It looks like that, I don't know if somebody grabbed the flamers or they just got destroyed. I don't know what happened, but it looks like the officer is going to capture the Shrek. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think the flamer just died with the squad, and Vindy actually
no, it dropped it first.
Tier
It
4.
definitely dropped it first.
Oh,
I saw it, and then I don't know if it got killed by all the stuff that was falling around there, or if somebody got it. It was covered in smoke. I lost track of it.
So Vindy put up tier 4 to get overs out. That's a pretty good choice, maybe. It could pay off. That's puts him way far away from the King Tiger, but it's like his infantry, anti-infantry strength is going to be so high now with like Fusiliers with G43s and overs with LMG 34s.
And Paul's building a second Katyusha. And we have a tank on the way for Vindicare. What is he making? A little Lux.
Oh, you know what he might be doing?
What, a run in the base kind of thing? A chase down the Katyusha kind of thing?
Yeah, he might
Paul's
sneak it to the base.
Paul's kind of let up on mines, hasn't he? I mean, I don't see mines around. So going two Katyushas without mines, you're asking for it.
Yeah, he could sneak it all the way around the left and right into the back of Paul's base, past that topmost strat point.
And just take out
that
both
would be
Katyushas.
crazy. Yeah, it would kill them both real quick.
They're just asking for it. Look at them.
Let's see if he can get it off. That would be awesome if he could do that. It would be so cool.
Okay, the Lux is on the field.
He might just want it to fight as well. He might just want his really good mobile anti-infantry power.
Oh my god, it's going crazy! And here he is, he's pulling the move. I don't know, maybe the engineer spotted him though. Any reaction from the Katyus? Not yet. You think the engineer saw the Lux?
Yeah, they definitely saw it. Dude, Paul's pulling back his AT guns right now.
Oh yeah, and the Katyushas are on the move. He smells it coming.
Oh, Vindy can just keep it as a very good mobile AI unit, though.
Oh my god, he's going for it anyway.
Oh yeah, he is.
Fastest units in the game.
Oh, he's pulling out now.
Ciez gets one shot in, but look how quick he is on the road. I can barely keep up with him and make you guys dizzy trying to follow that Lux.
The Arc Tiger is taking a commanding, like, position in the middle of the map. Just saying, you know, come at me, bro.
Get out of here.
How dare you.
I'm sitting on this. I'm gonna lay an egg on this thing. We're tearing up Longroskaya.
Yeah, it's beaten to a pulp at this point.
Oh my god, I'm frozen. Are you frozen?
Holes.
I'm frozen. Okay, well, that was a huge freeze.
I'll pause. I'm at 44:57.
Yeah, we're good. Nice pause timing.
Okay.
You nailed it. What is this here in the base? A cleared Raketenwerfer that could be remanned by Paul.
Yeah, that 5 ISG is still just bombarding the base of Paul. This is bad, so I don't think an 18-8 will take this
51. Oh man, ISG has 51, man.
Vindy's got to get his JT out of here. If he takes damage, then the frontal 18-8 is probably going to snare it. Yep. You have a 100% chance to snare from if it's below health.
Really getting some long-range penetrating shots in against the Jagdtiger. I love that animation right before the orange flames. There's like this splash of purple and golden oil. Pretty amazing.
Vindy harassing the top VP and the top fuel with a Fusilier squad. KV8's trying to catch it though. So many rockets coming in as well.
And they're not hitting anything. So many rockets doing nothing.
Oh, Vindy better shoot those Fusiliers on the right. Vet 5 G43s, no, Vet 4 G43s. Yeah, they'll probably be alright.
This middle VP is whited. These guys are at 206 to 180, and the clock is draining slightly in Vindicare's favor thanks to this harassment of the right VP. So we got one for Vindy and none for Paul, and that's a very slow drain.
That'll be 2 for Vindy. Oh, is he going to go for the snare? I wouldn't go for it. I think he's learned his lesson, not going for those Fusilier snares on KV8s. Vindy should maybe even get like a second Stern Pioneer squad just to have extra repairs. He has so much crap he needs to repair from those Katusha barrages.
ISG's going after the AT gun now. It's been in that same spot for a little too long. I don't know if Paul realizes he's being targeted. This ISG's amazing, man. 53 kills on an ISG?
17 on the other one.
Okay, Paul wants to wipe that VP. He's capping the right. He's going after the fuel now. Conscript's on the center VP. They might be getting tired when you see him capping right next to the flag, right? In the cone of vision. Not even bothering to hang around the edge of the circle. It's like, we're past that, man.
We're just right-clicking on the point, not even microing at the edge.
That's right. That's right. You guys go there.
Yep.
No, that's funny. They both retreat. The Fusiliers and the Shock Troopers. Wow, the Jagdtiger picked up double vet.
Yeah, it's got a few infantry kills in too at this point. I think 7. So Vin ended up canceling his Obers, I think, in favor of more Fusiliers. Paul has no good way of dealing with the Fusiliers. I guess his KV-8 is his best option, but...
These Katyas are loaded up and ready to fire, but...
Yeah, they haven't fired in a while. They only have 7 total kills between them, which they need all... Oh, here it goes.
That's an okay hit. Looks like it's on target, and it does kill the second infantry Geschütz. The Jagdtiger's going to laugh off those rockets, though. As Fusiliers captures the center VP. There's a little fight on the right happening.
Oh, is Vet 5?
What? Where? What? The Lux is about to die. KV-8's about to die. Fusiliers are about to die. What are you talking about?
Vet 5 Stern Pioneer died to that KV-8.
Okay. Good grief.
That's a huge
It's getting
blow.
scrappy. It's getting real scrappy.
Yeah.
I wonder how much vet that ISG would have if it counted past 5.
Probably quite a bit, yeah. It's probably like effectively a Vet 7 ISG or something.
Shrek round comes in from the top floor of that house. It's amazing that house is still standing. It might not be for very much longer. We got an officer with a Shrek fighting shock troopers with a Shrek. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These guys are knocking each other senseless.
Game.
Yeah. And these guys are supposed to play another round after this.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And what if it goes to game 3? Oh my goodness.
I don't see how either of them is going to have the energy left to face DevM after this.
DevM's just wringing his hands and licking his lips, right? I mean, he's just
he's like, oh, this is going to be easy.
Just keep fighting. Just keep wipe the VP. He's like, yeah, great. Keep on fighting. Just take your time. Bash each other to bits. And then, you know, whoever is going to get through this is going to go down in 12 minutes to DevM.
Yeah. Oh, this Vet 5 ISG is getting barraged real hardcore by that caddy. It's just standing there. Everything is missing.
He's just got a golden rabbit's foot up his behind because nothing hit him. Nothing at all hit him. And he instantly turns around and fires and kills a shock trooper, you know?
Yeah,
this guy,
just like, you know, just
dude,
another day at work.
This dude is living the charmed 63. Look, oh, let's check how many he has. Ting gets another one. Ting gets another one. These guys are
putting
still
up another repair track.
These guys are still typing like Jagdtiger hype. We were excited about that about 20 minutes ago. Where's this IS-2 I've been hearing about?
I mean, I thought he would have called it in. He has 500 fuel. You gotta spend your fuel on something if you're going in. Yeah. These Katyushas have not paid off. It's only 12 kills between the two of them. They've been on the field for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
It looks like Vindicare's pushing back now. You know, the KV-8s had their window where they did a lot of damage, but it seems like the Jagdtigers kind of nullified them. You know, it did manage to kill one, and Paul is playing so much more cautiously with his one remaining triple vet KV-8 that he's not able to do a lot of damage with it.
Stop going for these snares on full health tanks, man. It just doesn't work. The game. I wonder if he knows about that change. You cannot ever snare a full health tank with, unless it's a mine. Like, you know, like your HC grenade,
I'm sure he's aware of it. It's just, but it's like muscle memory, you know.
I guess. I mean, he's
break
lost
the old
squads to it.
This could be a nice incendiary round.
Yeah, he needs to get out of there.
Man, look at Vindy with the split. How did he dodge
That was
all
very.
of that?
That was
How did he
perfectly
dodge
done.
that so well?
It's a StarCraft 2 reflexes, man. You see those banelings coming at your Marines. Get them out of here. And now the follow-up Katyusha barrage. ISG just wiped something, I think.
Who dropped the propaganda? Was it the officer? Yeah, officer force retreat. Did you see that? That's pretty sweet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What?
His
What?
Katyushas! I think an ISG killed his Katyusha.
Get out of here. Really? That can happen?
Something did.
Oh, and now look at him
Just caddy.
wailing on the Zisk gun. These ISGs are out of control. This thing's out of control, man. 65 kills. That thing's out of control.
One. And his KV8's dead too.
What? 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 What are you talking about? Where? What?
In the
Where?
center, other than his cutoff.
What? How? Just like an insane long range shot?
That was an insane Yog Tiger shot. Yeah, it's all
What?
the way
How did he
across
even have
the map.
vision on that? How did he even have vision?
I don't know. How did he kill this Katyusha? I actually have no idea how he killed that caddy.
Well,
oh, you know what it was? There's
Tell
a
me.
pup Chen. See, okay, there's a pup Chen with 3-man conscript retreated to Paul's base right now. That pup Chen was up at like the strap point right next to Paul's base across the hedgerow. He must have attack grounded through the hedges as the Katyushas were firing, and he killed one.
Oh man,
That's crazy. That has to be it.
that's
He
brilliant.
snuck a pup Chen all the way up there. Holy cow.
That is brilliant. And for the first time in 50 minutes, it's dead quiet in Longer Sky.
This has been a game. Vindy's creeping up. He has 165 fuel. I mean, he could grab a Panzer IV. He could try to save for a KT and
Look at this.
drag it out even
fully
more.
repaired Jagdtiger, and he's just, I think he's on cruise control now. He's pulling off moves that we can't even keep up with him.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
sneaky.
he ranged that KV8. I have no idea.
That was crazy. We have to see somebody needs to go to the replay and make a video highlight of that.
Imagine if that was an attack ground.
Yeah, I think it must have been. It might have
Right?
been. It's
How
through the
else do you,
hedgerow.
I mean, yeah.
And we're almost at 2,000 viewers for the conclusion of this amazing game, Ami.
This has been an amazing game. I think Vindy's finally over the hill. We can see the map starting to turn red.
Mm-hmm. This Vet 5 Fusilier squad is just going to rip through these cons that Paul has trying to keep a hold of his VP.
So, like, within a matter of seconds, let me get this straight. VindicareX uses his officer to force retreat some squads that were capping in the center. He uses his Jagdtiger to throw a shot across the map to kill the triple vet KV8, and he sneaks a Pupshin up in front of the base on the left and attack grounds through the hedgerow to kill a Katyusha. Within 30 seconds, all of that happened.
Somehow he's killed 2 Katyushas, because the Katyusha that Paul has right now has 0 kills.
Where's my instant replay button?
Right?
That,
yeah.
That was just
Paul,
an amazing sequence.
He must have killed 2 Katyushas somehow.
Paul's getting a sniper, man. That seems like a delirious build, like he's just gotten his brains knocked out, you know, and now he's, oh, let's get a sniper. You know? Like he's delirious, man. Someone call the cut doctor. Wave
so
the white
against
flag.
double ISG. I mean, so like late game snipers are still really good as Soviet because you need something. Like, what else do you have to
Paul's
keep
just
up
got
with
way
Vet 5,
too much
G3?
stuff. Way too much stuff, and any little lucky LIG shot like that one, or from whatever that was. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's how the first pair of snipers died. Poor Paul, he's scrapping, he's going for the VP. He's trying to, man. Whoa, oh wow, this Jagdtiger has some insane range.
Oh, it's attack grounding at that Katusha, isn't it?
Look at it, just shot the base. Did you see that?
Oh, it has its barrage. It's
Maybe
using the 12
Maybe it
centimeter
did
supporting
everything.
plate.
We don't even know. I mean, maybe it did everything. If it can shoot into
Because
the
it has
base.
only 2 vehicle kills, and he's killed 2 KV8s with it.
Yeah, we know it got the KV8. I mean, range is not a question. We just saw it fire a shot into the base.
Yeah, that's its vet ability, the 12.8 centimeter supporting flare. Paul's base is at like half health from that, plus the ISG is shooting in there the whole time. Yeah, someone chatted, all your base are belong to this JT.
And Vindy won't give him a VP, man. He just won't give him. He won't even let him wipe
Vindy
that
wants
VP.
to win.
Yeah,
He just
you're
wants
going to
to
stay on the drain, and I'm moving on, and you're going home, Paul. That's what Vindy's saying right now. He is not relinquishing his grasp and his grip on this game at all. And yeah, look at Paul's base.
Yeah,
Just watching, I could just sit here and watch the base. It's just raining in. Oh, sniper down!
There it is.
It's raining in.
70
Paul
kills
is knocked to the canvas. GG! GG! Paul is knocked out and he ain't getting up. They're trying to revive him. They're throwing water on him, but he's out cold, man. No, he's not coming around. They might have to do CPR. Paul is out. Well played, VindicareX, man. Well played. Hell of a game. 58 minutes.
Yeah.
We almost broke an hour on that bad boy. So Vindicare is through. Going up against DevM next. They got to catch their breath. DevM's like, bring me your tired and your weak. Right? He's ready. DevM's ready to take it to him.
So Marcus is telling me that both Katyushas ended up getting killed, but it's just that one of them got abandoned. So the 0-kill Katyusha wasn't a new Katyusha. Paul got to recruit it.
I see. Yeah, it's cool that other people are watching in game. So we're getting tips from all over the place. It's really great. This has been fun, guys. That game really got me going, man. That was just awesome to see a Jagdtiger. Oh man, in a 1v1. Good stuff.
Yeah, well, definitely. It was a good choice in the end. It manhandled those KV8s ultimately. And
it did. I mean, it was so quiet at the beginning, just kind of hanging out by that ammo. But when it push came to shove, and that KV8 got a little too adventurous, who was there but the Jagdtiger to just like poke him through the buildings, and then who was there to take out that one that was trying to go back to his base? Bang! So that thing made a huge difference. It stopped all that horrible KV8 harassment. And, we've been seeing KV8's lead sides to victory all tournament long. So, there's been a lot of talk like, you banned the Croc. Why don't you ban the KV8 too? Well, we didn't feel it was quite, that bad. And here we've seen somebody counter that strat. So, Paul countered it against Barton, and now Vindicare has countered it against Paul. So,
that's true, yeah.
Very well played, guys. We still have one more series. I hear we're at 2,000 viewers. That's pretty hot. It's been a long time.
That's amazing, yeah.
Since we've had so
that's the
many
highest
people
it's been in forever, right?
Yeah, it's in a really long time. So thank you very much, everybody, for showing up. We do have one more series for you. This is going to be the Losers Bracket Round 4. And we have the winner of Sunday Night Fights Season 4. We saw the winner of Sunday Night Fights Season 5 fall in our last series, Barton PL, go down. And now we're going to see the winner of Sunday Night Fights Season 4, DevM, go against like the new kid on the block, VindicareX. It's going to be Portugal versus America. We're going to have that series for you after the break. And I'm going to chomp on some of this really tasty. Been saving this. This is, look, I ate half of it already. That's a walnut and chocolate covered brownie that I will be enjoying. So you guys go grab something. We got one series left. Ciez, Fortitude?
Yeah, I'm good. I think
all right.
I hope that Vindicare has enough gas in the tank to deal with DevM's relentless aggression. We've seen DevM just tear people apart so fast, and after that game, you got to be drained. That was two long games.
And the way DevM plays, it's all like early game. So if it's not like he's going to get a second to get used to it. It's going to come like whoa, all at once, So he's going to have to be on point like from the very get-go. There won't be any to like, okay, I can do this again. I got to warm into it. No, it's just going to be like a flood right at the start. So we've been hyping it. Stick with us. We'll come back and show it to you. Be right back.